Prophethood. Prophet is a person regarded as an inspired teacher, messenger and proclaimer of the will of Allah Almighty. It refers to the messenger whom Allah chooses from among His servants and assigns to convey His commands and prohibitions to people by honoring them with revelation. There are words Rasul and Nabi in the Quran that express prophecy. The Arabic equivalent of the word prophet are messenger. Rasul is a prophet sent to people with a new book and a new sharia. On the other hand, Nabi is the prophet who informs people about Allah's commands and prohibitions, but he is not sent with a new book and a new sharia, but is tasked with informing his nation about the book and religious laws of a previous prophet. Its plural form is Anbiya in Arabic. Belief in the prophets is one of the 6 pillars of faith. Believing in the prophets means believing that they were chosen and sent by Allah and that all the information they received from Allah is real and correct. Allah Almighty has made it obligatory for every Muslim to believe in all prophets, without making any discrimination. It is written in Baqarah chapter 2 verse number 285. The messenger believes, and so do the believers, in the guidance sent down upon him from his Lord. Each of them believes in Allah, and in His angels, and in His books, and in His messengers. They say, "We make no distinction between any of His messengers. We hear and obey. Our Lord, grant us your forgiveness. To you we are destined to return." In another chapter, Nisa 4 verse number 150 and 151 of the Holy Quran, it clearly states that believing in some of the prophets and not confirming others is a blasphemy. Surely those who deny Allah and His messengers and wish to make a distinction between Allah and His messengers, saying we believe in some and disbelieve in others, desiring to forge a compromise, they are indeed the true disbelievers. And we have prepared for the disbelievers a humiliating punishment. Humans are at the top of the hierarchy of beings in terms of their potential values and qualities. However, it is also a being that is susceptible to falling to the bottom with its inherent characteristics such as grudge, hatred, envy and rebellion. Allah Almighty, who knows characteristics of the human being, sent His prophets to people as a result of His wisdom, grace and mercy. No being in the universe has been created without a purpose or duty, and no living creature has been left without a guide. Allah, who did not leave the bees without a queen, the fish and the birds without a guide, did not leave people without a prophet. Throughout history, each prophet has made great efforts as officials to develop the abilities placed in human nature and to direct them to the purposes of creation. The prophets served humanity as competent people who regulated the transactions and relations between people who had to live in society and based them on the foundations of truth and justice. Likewise, the first teachers who taught people the secrets of things and events and explained to them the relationships between Creator, human and universe were also prophets. On the other hand, prophets have performed important functions as guides in the spiritual field, who do not mislead in reaching the happiness of this world and the hereafter, as well as being masters in the material field, breaking new ground that will transcend the ages, and paving the way for the establishment of civilizations and the development of sciences with the miracles they have caused. Even if people can find Allah by looking at the events taking place in existence with their minds, they cannot understand the purpose and wisdom of their creation, nature of worship, where they come from and where they are going, and how to turn to their Creator without a prophet. Allah Almighty sent prophets to meet that need of people. If there were no prophets, people would confuse what is right with what is harmful to their souls under the pressure of their temporary desires, and they would not be able to make the right decision. Prophets are needed in order for people to be held responsible and liable for certain actions and to be rewarded or punished accordingly. It is written in An-Nisa verse number 165, "We sent prophets as bringers of good tidings and warnings, so that mankind will have no argument against Allah after messenger. And ever is Allah exalted in might and wise."